N-400 Interview plus Civics Test Part 1. Easy Guide to U.S. Citizenship Questions 2025.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Andrea, and I'll be conducting your naturalization interview today. How are you feeling?
A little nervous, but I'm ready.
That's completely normal. Just relax and do your best. We'll begin with the civics questions. I'll ask you up to 50 questions, and you'll need to answer at least 6 out of the first 10 correctly to pass this part. Let's get started, shall we?
Yes, I'm ready.
Question 1. How long do we elect a U.S. representative for?
2 years.
Correct. U.S. representatives serve 2-year terms, so they stay closely connected to the people. Question 2. What happened at the Constitutional Convention?
The Constitution was written.
Exactly. The delegates met in 1787 to draft what would become the foundation of our government. Question 3. What is one right only for U.S. citizens?
To vote in a federal election.
That's correct. Only U.S. citizens can vote in federal elections. Question 4. Why does the flag have 13 stripes?
Because there were 13 original colonies.
Right. The stripes represent the original 13 colonies that declared independence from Britain. Question 5. Who is in charge of the executive branch?
The President.
Correct. The President leads the executive branch of the federal government. Question 6. If the President can no longer serve, who becomes President?
The Vice President.
That's right. The Vice President is next in the line of succession. Question 7. Where is the Statue of Liberty?
In the New York Harbor.
Yes, it stands on Liberty Island in New York Harbor. Question 8. Name one U.S. territory.
Puerto Rico.
Correct. Puerto Rico is one of the 5 main U.S. territories. Question 9. What is the political party of the President now?
Republican.
That's right. As of now, the President belongs to the Republican Party. Question 10. How many amendments does the Constitution have?
27.
Correct. There are 27 amendments to the Constitution. Question 11. Who did the United States fight in World War II?
Japan, Italy, and Germany.
Yes, those were the Axis powers during World War II. Question 12. What is the capital of the United States?
Washington, D.C.
Correct. Washington, D.C. is the nation's capital. Question 13. What are 2 ways that Americans can participate in their democracy?
They can vote or run for office.
Absolutely. Participating in elections or holding office are key ways to engage. Question 14. Name 3 of the 13 original states.
New York, New Jersey, and New Hampshire.
That's right. Those were among the original colonies. Question 15. Why do some states have more representatives than other states?
Because they have more people.
Exactly. Representation in the House is based on population. Question 16. What is a branch or part of the government?
The President.
Correct. The President is part of the executive branch. Question 17. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, Thomas Jefferson was the principal author. Question 18. Name the U.S. war between the North and the South.
The Civil War.
Correct. The Civil War was a major conflict in U.S. history. Question 19. What is one thing Benjamin Franklin is famous for?
He was a U.S. diplomat.
That's right. He was a key figure in early American diplomacy. Question 20. Who was the first president?
George Washington.
Correct. He was the first president of the United States. Question 21. Who makes federal laws?
Congress.
Exactly. Congress is the legislative branch that makes laws. Question 22. What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence?
Life and liberty.
Yes, those are foundational rights in the Declaration. Question 23. What major event happened on September 11, 2001 in the United States?
Terrorists attacked the United States.
That's correct. It was a tragic and defining moment in modern history. Question 24. How many U.S. senators are there?
100.
Correct. Each state elects 2 senators, totaling 100. Question 25. Who vetoes bills?
The President.
Yes, the President can veto legislation passed by Congress. Question 26. What does the Constitution do?
It sets up the government.
That's right. It outlines the structure of the U.S. government. Question 27. In what month do we vote for president?
November.
Correct. Presidential elections take place in November. Question 28. What ocean is on the east coast of the United States?
The Atlantic Ocean.
That's right. The Atlantic borders the eastern U.S. Question 29. When was the Declaration of Independence adopted?
July 4, 1776.
Correct. That's the day the U.S. declared independence. Question 30. What is the supreme law of the land?
The Constitution.
Absolutely right. The Constitution is the highest legal authority. Question 31. How many voting members are in the House of Representatives?
435.
That's correct. The House has 435 voting members. Question 32. What is the name of the President of the United States now?
Donald Trump.
Yes, that's correct. Question 33. Name one war fought by the United States in the 1800s.
The Civil War.
That's right. It was a defining conflict in the 1800s. Question 34. What are the first three words of the Constitution?
We the people.
Exactly. Those words express the foundation of American democracy. Question 35. Name one problem that led to the Civil War.
Slavery.
Correct. Slavery was a central issue that led to the Civil War. Great job, David. You answered all 35 questions correctly.
Thank you.
So, how did you feel about the difficulty of these questions?
Some of them were straightforward, but a few, like dates or knowing the number of voting members, required more memorization.
That's true. Questions involving numbers or historical facts can be tricky without regular review, but you handled them very well.
I'll definitely keep studying, especially the details.
That's a good strategy. Let's take a short break and then continue with the rest of the interview.